And today I embellish further, even more details from the ancient world map, one of many of the ancient world that I personally discovered. This wall contains a detailed area west of South America, showing areas both above and below the sea. Totally amazing. This room in Petra maps an area of the world 12 to 13,000 kilometers away. That's roughly 1/3 the circumference of the Earth. The left wall within the URN-TOMB shows an area everyone knows to contain the Galapagos Islands. In fact, on the right side of this wall from ceiling to floor are Costa Rica, Panama, Colombia and Ecuador. These modern countries are all contained within the dark stain that arches and drops to the floor. I can even pick out submerged terrain only known by modern satellites, and this all marries up with this ancient wall map. And recognizable circles that would be huge submerged, unknown areas, or ones we should maybe explore, now we know they are there. The drawn red line represents the direction of the URN-TOMB floor. And now realize that the direction of the terrain on the wall, as it is in real life on Earth's sea floor, has been mistaken for the direction of tooling marks on the wall. They do not go logically up and down, or to the left and right as expected. They follow the seabed. I hypothesize that an advanced 3D method was used to create this room, and the method would resemble a modern 3D printer rather than a stonemason's tool. These are not tool marks, these are something beyond what we would use. It's almost like the room was thought into our existence. It's incomprehensible and overwhelming to a normal human. The ceiling is the Caribbean. The right wall, Venezuela, the doorway Suriname, a purposeful entrance that lets a corridor of light shine across the floor, over Brazil, to Peru. It's a map room. I heard child rocket genius David Adair explain that the rotation of the Earth makes the equator the most efficient place to launch a payload into space. I then thought, oh, I now have an explanation as to why flying from Peru to Petra in Jordan would be a logical route for ancient flying craft. Every modern map shows the Earth to be 40 to 45 degrees off from ancient records, meaning that the Earth had rotated after the ancient maps were first drawn. And voila! This now makes the unusual Peru to Petra route an efficient route, or the most energy-efficient, most logical route an ancient person would wish to take. This is a very good reason for this route to exist. It is not a weird fanciful tying together of two extremities, but the connecting of two opposing sides of a world by its most efficient route. This was once the wisest path to travel, if you intended to fly. It now has the proven purpose. Aeronautical evidence at either end of the route would reinforce this hypothesis. And it does. Today I wanted to present a fresh location for archaeological divers, of one that leads to guaranteed treasure. But first I must convince you all yet again of the genuine nature and superb accuracy of this ancient ceiling map. So, I decided to use the ancient submerged seaport off Egypt as an exemplary example of how detailed this ancient map is. And, knowing that Heraclean had already been partially explored, and had already been discovered, then what better way to continue forwards than to show those who participated in the dive areas that will produce richer pickings. Get your museum funding and off you trot. Happy hunting! I told you, this map is not only real, but a doorway to unlocking the ancient treasures owned by the fallen heroes of myth. If I was super cunning, I'd be using you as bait to find the final resting place of the head of Medusa. Getting warmer, you're getting very warm. You, take care now. Enjoy your dive.